Over the years, there have been many proposals to replace and even completely eliminate the 42nd Street Shuttle. These proposals range from a moving walkway to a ring line between 34th Street and 42nd Street. Obviously, these proposals never came to fruition. However, in an attempt to reduce the cost of having train operators work the line, automation was tested on it. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at and exploring the attempt at automating the 42nd Street Shuttle. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. On January 26, 1959, Charles Patterson, former chairman of the New York City Transit Authority, gave a speech on the future of rapid transit. He believed that the future of transit did not involve the hard work of motormen or conductors. Officials at General Electric, which later provided the traction equipment for many of the agency's subway cars, pointed out to him that such technology for the trains to operate automatically already existed. A few months later, after a meeting between Patterson and officials from many companies, including General Electric, Westinghouse, and GRS, the 42nd Street Shuttle was selected for the pilot automation program. The Transit Authority tested this new automation tech in late 1959 on some R22 subway cars running on the BMT Sea Beach line. Yes, an IRT on BMT tracks. It was like Queensboro Plaza all over again. Anyway, the automation worked similar to how it is today on lines such as the 7 and L, although the automation used on the shuttle didn't require an operator on board, and the doors were controlled by commands sent to the train via wayside equipment. It was calculated that the train would take 95 seconds to travel between Grand Central and Times Square, 10 seconds slower than if a motorman was operating. See, this is why I don't like automation. Less safe and slower, like come on. Anyway, the equipment for the automation was tested through to 1962, and just after the new year broke, on January 4th, the automated train ran on the 42nd Street Shuttle in revenue service. This time, however, with 3 R17 subway cars instead of the R22s previously used for testing. This was the first automated rapid transit train in the United States. Defeating the purpose of automating the train in the first place, this train had an experienced motorman on board during its operation, in the event of an emergency similar to what is done today on the CBTC activated lines. The automated train only ran during rush hours on track 4, and signs were posted in the area indicating that the train was being automatically operated. The train was expected to have saved up to $150,000 a year in labor costs, but again, with a motorman still on board the train, there were essentially no savings. Kinda similar to today's ATO. The train had few issues during its operation, but come 1964, things got bad. On April 16, 1964, the train derailed, causing damage to the rails and a short circuit, suspending service on all 3 tracks of the shuttle. Just a few days later, on April 21st, a severe fire erupted at the Grand Central Station, which destroyed a manually operated train on track 3 and caused severe damage to the automated train on track 4. According to reports, the fire started in the dispatcher's office at the western end of the platform. Many believe that a disgruntled operator started the fire in the station in protest of full automation. Mind you, at this time, the New York City Transit Authority had zero plans to ever fully automate the system. Despite ultimately failing, it set the precedent for future subway lines and systems, like San Francisco's BART and London's Victoria Line. After the incident and the reconstruction of the station, the shuttle went back to being manually operated, and has stayed as such to this day. Now, as you could have probably figured from this video, I'm not a big fan of ATO. From what I've heard, it can give inaccurate stopping points and, under CBTC, can just outright fail during inclement weather. I prefer having an experienced operator controlling my train, but I do see the case for automation. It might be able to save the MTA money in the future with them not having to pay as many train operators and conductors. I just don't want to see widespread automation throughout the system. I feel like shuttles are a great place to start for full train automation, but with a better system than what was used before in the 1960s, and maybe even without CBTC. But the whole without CBTC thing is a conversation for another video. I hope you enjoyed this automated tale from the subway. If you did, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and consider becoming a channel member.
我好厉害，帮我写，帮我写我的故事。